Like
Hush.
PKA gems.
I got you.
Yeah. Woody, you got an advice question from a patron, didn't you? Yes.
Yeah. So I'm excited about this one. I think it'll be cool. We need the board's life experience. Hey Woody, I'm in a really screwed up situation, and you're literally the only person I think who I can trust enough to get advice from. I can't go to my family or friends, and I used to watch Mail Monday all the time. Yada yada. So this guy, I don't want to give away any critical stuff. He's a young adult, but an adult, and he's been in his first real relationship ever for the last couple of months. The girl is really great, and I care about her a lot. But a few days ago, she told me that her ex-husband cheated on her and gave her herpes. The problem is, we've been having unprotected sex since the beginning of the relationship. Yeah. Mainly, we told each other that we've been tested.
Raw dog it.
Mainly because we told each other we've been tested recently and we're on birth control. So she lied. She said she was tested.
Oh, what a bitch.
I know that probably wasn't the smartest choice to make, but I trusted her. And unfortunately, I have a hard time finishing with condoms. So I said, fuck it. I'm going to get tested soon.
We all do.
I'm going to get tested soon, and she's moved her stuff out of my apartment, but there's part of me that wants to give her a second chance. But the longer I think about it, the more I convince myself that something like this should be unforgivable. She claims that for certain she didn't give it to me because she hasn't had symptoms in years, and after some research, it seems like transmission rate is really low. But the main issue is this is a massive breach of trust. I feel betrayed, and as if she doesn't respect me enough. She keeps telling me I can't understand how hard it is for her to tell people about this secret, and especially someone she cares so much about, me. But in my eyes, if she cared about me, she would have told me. So it's hard for me to tell then that that's okay, but she shouldn't have lied and started the relationship having unprotected sex countless times. So I'm almost wrapped up. I guess I need to hear from someone I can trust and give their opinion on all of this because I said there's no way I can go to my father or friends about this. It's just too embarrassing for both me and her. Would I be crazy to give her a second chance? Do I need to end it as a matter of principle no matter what I want to do? She's obviously very sorry and knows she's messed up, but honestly, I don't know if I could completely forgive her or not. And then if we get back together, I'll always have the thought of getting herpes in the back of my mind. And then the rest of it gets a little specific. Like, I don't want to dox him, but
describe her
his
vagina.
life situation is going to change in that he's probably moving before too long.
All right, so can I go? I know the question's for you, but can I go first?
And then you go.
You could go last, and you could be like the judge, and we're your deliberators. So. Yeah, she's absolutely right. Like, unless she's having an outbreak, there's the transmission low is pretty much zero. You don't have to worry about it. And even if you had it, a couple pills and you straighten that shit right out.
Herpes?
Every time you get the outbreak,
it's permanent.
Yes, the virus is permanent, but the outbreak goes right away with some pills. It's a couple days and you're back to normal. No big deal. All right. Now this
is like bafflingly bad.
It's my turn. It's
Kyle's
my turn,
herpes.
sir.
Carry on,
okay. Sir. Right, Kyle.
Yeah. All right,
sir.
Sir.
All right.
The reason she didn't tell you is because she cares about you. She was worried about jeopardizing. She was worried about jeopardizing her relationship with you and losing you. And she knew that there was no chance of her transmitting it to you, or she'd have either come out and told you, having an outbreak. This thing.
You don't believe that shit, bro.
Or you'd have seen it. You'd have seen it. Like, it's not like a freckle. Like shit's going down. It looks like, what'd you do? Did you just sit on some honeybees today? What happened down there? So I'm gonna need a picture of her vagina. You can send that over to Chiz. He'll forward it to me. I need to see. Is this in any vagina? Because if this is a top tier any vagina, then you gotta hang on to that. You gotta hang on tight, because she's not gonna leave you. You can hang on to this forever. She's got nowhere to go, and you could tell her if she ever does try to leave you. You'll out her. You'll tell everybody that she's got the herp.
This is solid advice.
This is sociopathic and incorrect in every way. Like, first of all, you can transmit herpes when you don't have an outbreak.
Listen to this.
I just linked to the CDC. That's not propaganda.
Oh, the government.
Yeah. Oh, the government trying to make sure you don't get itchy genitals. Yeah. No. Of course, Jesse Ventura knows best. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, of this dude, like, you may like her a lot, but that's an enormous breach of trust from the start of the relationship. And if it's founded on lies, you can't Like, if a lie that big, how do you think she's going to feel about subsequent lies? Oh, I could tell him that I'm just going out with friends and I'm not doing this and that. Oh, well, I already lied about having herpes, so this is a much smaller thing. Like, so you can get it. You definitely want to get tested. And you deserve better for the... you asshole. You deserve better than this chick.
Passed the Kyle test.
You deserve better than this chick.
Send me a
She
picture of your
lied to
dick.
you.
I'll take a look. I'll clear you.
The vaginal request
That's how you
thing that
get
doesn't
tested.
Yeah, the clinic
These
of
are free
Kyle.
services that I offer. Taylor has sent me many a dick pic, and I've cleared him every time.
That's fair. That's true.
You're good, bro.
Kyle Clinic. But for herpes, yeah, that's a huge lie. Not cool at all on her part. That's a betrayal of trust. And you may have herpes for the rest of your life now. And so
you're good, dude.
he's like, oh, it's so difficult to tell people. It's like, oh, well, thank you for potentially giving me the opportunity to have that conversation multiple times in the future.
Oh, you
Because I
don't tell
have herpes.
people. It's like hepatitis, you know? You just keep it
Oh,
secret.
Jesus. It's like a little bit of Hep C. Who doesn't have some? Yeah.
You know, I learned recently with Hep C, so there's a pill now that just cures Hep C, but apparently that pill is literally like 50 grand a pop or something, like something crazy like that.
No, you're thinking of emergency. You mix that in water to help get rid of colds.
Yeah. Clearly I'm wrong.
Cold,
Yeah.
hepatitis C, it's all the same.
Arian, where are you on this man's
Arian, what do
life
you think?
advice?
So I wasn't clear. Does he have herpes or does he not know he has herpes right now?
Yeah, he
Doesn't know
doesn't.
yet.
Yeah, he doesn't know he's going to get tested.
He's gonna get tested. All right, so it's tough, man. So I would say you wait until you get the results, and here's why I say it. Because obviously she definitely betrayed you in a major way and could have given you a lifelong gift, for sure. But I'm a very forgiving human being because I've done a lot of dumb shit in my life, right? So they're young adults, like you do dumb shit. So as long as you understand what you've done, it depends on the nature of their relationship too. So we don't know those kind of semantics. Like, were they really close? Did he feel like this was the one? Because I was telling my girl this the other day. All a relationship is, all love is like, who can you tolerate for a long period of time? Who can put up with your shit and then can you put up with their shit? That's all it ends up being. So is this someone that can put up with your shit and you can put up with her shit for a long period of time? You have to make that distinction because at the end of the day, if you guys are meant to be and you guys are all in love and you're going to have children and marriage and have a beautiful life together, there's really no point. You both could have herpes. It doesn't matter at that point.
Yeah.
Right? So is this someone you are willing to have herpes with for the rest of your life? If it's not, you got to check out. If it is, I mean, people fuck up, man. As long as she understands what she did wrong, if it's a genuine, like, I'm sorry I fucked up and she's really broken up like he said she was, I don't see a reason why it to hold y'all back, especially if you don't have it. If you don't have it, it's a plus, and she just fucked up. But it definitely is like, yo, that's strike 1 and 2 though.
And also make sure that she got tested for genital herpes and she didn't just get a genital herpes outbreak, because I get cold sores, right? No, stick with me here. I get cold sores, which is like type 1 herpes or whatever. It's not that. And I went down on a girl and her genitals broke out with herpes, right? But it wasn't permanent genital herpes. It was just type 1 jumping off on her pussy for a week, and now she's all good.
Not sure that's how that works. But
That's exactly how it works.
It's like the
exactly how it
garbage
works.
making stars.
Get out of here with that
thing.
chiz. You Google that shit. Don't you just nonchalantly be like,
Well,
herpes.
Chiz is wrong there.
I'm gonna
herpes
go ahead.
is not just herpes. Like, sorry, go ahead.
I'm gonna go ahead and say I don't know enough about herpes to
But it doesn't
refute that.
sound right.
But that doesn't sound like herpes can jump off your lip onto a box and
No, Kyle, I don't know enough to dispute any of this, but I don't believe it.
yeah.
You want to bet? You want to bet? Because I seen it. I seen it.
All you know is that she had a herpes outbreak and it went away. Herpes does
Woody,
that.
Can you clarify part of the question? He got it from her, and she got it from her ex-husband.
So he doesn't know if he got it from her, and she got it from her faithful ex-husband.
Okay, from her
unfaithful
unfaithful.
Oh, I was like, that doesn't make
So
sense.
the fact that he described himself as a young adult, and then this
He
woman
gave
that
me
he's
his
with.
age. I just made him more anonymous.
Yeah. I don't want to. I'm just inferring here. If his partner is already had a marriage,
25 to
she's
34.
probably a bit older than him, right? And that would play into a power dynamic of she probably thought that she could get away with lying to him for it.
Oh,
Like,
look at you psychoanalyzing this chick with no relevant information. Herpes
Kyle,
not herp.
you just told
Get in
all
there
of our
and hang on
listeners
tight.
that you can't get herpes from having sex with someone who's not on outbreak.
Yeah.
So
do
in
not,
the
You
fake
can't.
news realm,
Oh, come on. That's like, I mean,
it
look.
says it on the CDC website.
Look,
Right.
Woody is much more likely to explode mid-air one day than this
That might happen,
person
though.
is
Kyle,
of,
no
of
one's
getting
debating
herpes from his girlfriend who's not presenting any signs and having an outbreak.
Can I take my turn?
That's like her vagina's gonna have to bleed into a cut on your dick or something. This is just silliness. No, it's not happening.
I'm definitely gonna Google how to get herpes after this, though, for sure.
But vaginas bleed, and I don't know. Dicks already have openings. There is a risk here.
There is.
Ah.
Where are you thinking on this? I feel like you're going to be on my team.
Are we doing me now? I didn't hear it.
Yeah, yeah.
You're quite.
We're doing
Yeah.
you.
So
Yeah.
here's the thing. For me, all of it hinges on the last part. He said that. Remember, I said there were life circumstances that were going to separate them anyway. To me, get tested. If you have herpes, I guess keep fucking her for the next period of between 1 and 12 months because you like her, and she'll be your last girlfriend before you start the next stage of your life. If you don't have herpes, then run. Count your blessings, get out of there, and you were gonna move on anyway.
Yeah, I think that's definitely the thing. If you don't have herpes yet,
It's
cut
tough.
and run. If you do have herpes, have a little more fun sex, and then
And
cut and
for,
run.
and for all those people out there, if you
Big boys do what they want.